other tiers. We have the federal, the state, and the local government. So this local government should not be made to be a department of the state government or under the state government.
And former chairman of Karo local government of Nasarawa State, Akala Samuel, joins me on the news for more perspective to this judgment. Good to have you join us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So let me start by asking you what you make of this judgment, and from your experience, what impact or actual impact it will have on local government administration.
Well, for me, it's heartwarming receiving this news this morning. Though I didn't expect anything less. As an ardent advocate of the freedom for local government, I am most excited this afternoon with this latest development from the Supreme Court. And for me, this is consistent with the yearnings of Nigerians. Mr. President has succeeded to put his name in the sands of history and, of course, repositioning the country for development and fighting insecurity. For me, the impact, the positive impact of this development, for me, is endless because the local government will now be able to discharge its responsibility as enshrined in the Constitution. I assure you that going forward, once funds begin to hit the account of 774 local government, it will enable council chairmen in various local government councils in the state to tackle issues of insecurity, tackle issues of development, and other sundry issues that have challenged the sovereignty of the country. So for me, I am excited, super excited as a Nigerian, and I'm sure majority of Nigerians are also excited about this development. I congratulate Mr. President. I congratulate the Attorney General of the Federation for taking that bold step to sort for the interpretation of this Constitution.
Let's talk about the impact that this will have, which is what I was asking earlier, because when you check most of the states, some of them are running Oketika committees right now, but for those who conduct elections, you realize that the ruling party usually would win all local government elections. And so what you have at the end of the day are local government chairmen who are loyal, very loyal to the governor. Does this sort of, does this change that level of transparency that would see, at the local government? Is there a way that the governors can still circumvent this particular judgment?
For now, the only way the governors may interfere in the affairs of local government. I am yet to get the details of the judgment as regards who henceforth will conduct local government elections into the 774 councils in Nigeria. But if the judgment still retains the state electoral body, that is the only platform the governors now have to decide who becomes local government. But I can assure you, even at that, the citizens will now be more well-positioned to ensure that even if the governors are conducting elections, they will now come out heavily to elect officials of their choice and guard them and ensure that they emerge victorious. Now, as to the management of the finances, now it is entirely the business of the local government council chairman to ensure that they put their finances to proper use. If a chairman decides, for whatsoever, remove funds from his account and take it to the governor in the state, that is entirely his business, and he will have his day with the AFCC and ICPC, But, of course, for states that are still running caretaker committee, today the judgment makes it explicitly clear where there are no democratically elected local government officials, funds for those local government will not be tempered by anybody, be it state government or agents of the state or agents of the local government. It means that those funds will not be disbursed. That is the implication. Those funds will not be disbursed to local government without democratically elected officials, because that is clearly Chapter 7, subsection 1 of the Constitution, clearly states that only a democratic system of government is guaranteed under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended?
Well, I mean, I know that in a matter of moment, we'll see lawyers interpreting what all of this means. Thank you so much for your time. Former chairman of Karu local government of Nasarawa State, Akala Samuel.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Away from judicial matters, let's turn to other stories. The Federal Executive Council has announced a suspension of all memoranda requiring cost variation for projects undertaken by ministries, departments, and agencies. The meeting presided over